Hey everyone, how's your lives treating you? Eric Lima here. You're watching another episode of Eml77 TV, episode 242. What's going on? Craziness. That's what's going on. It's craziness. On the previous two episodes, I talked. Here's the backstory to these two previous episodes I did. I watched a little bit of Impact Wrestling last night, and Disco Inferno, aka Glenn Gilberti, as he decided to enter a Knockouts Battle Royal, but he was running his mouth how women should be wrestling in bra and panties, and women's wrestling should not be allowed, blah, 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 blah. All this chauvinistic junk about the women's division in professional wrestling. And needless to say, they beat the crap out of Disco, and Disco ended up winning the whole thing by the last eliminating Tessa Blanchard, which people are upset. People, in the words of Grimm, from GTS Wrestling, people are pissed. Excuse my language on that one. So on the couple episodes ago, I did the top 10 Impact knockouts that I want to see beat up Disco, and I call it hashtag beat up Disco 1. On the last episode, I talked. What if Disco Inferno, aka Glenn Gilberti, signed a contract with the WWE for some weird reason or another? The top 20 WWE women that I want to see beat up Disco, with a few honorable mentions, and I said that's a hashtag that beat up Disco Part 2. Now, this is the third installment of the hashtag beat up Disco. What I did was I had the remaining top 20 women's wrestlers that I picked out from the remaining, that is outside Impact and WWE, that if they sign with either company, or if Disco Inferno signed with the WWE, or any one of these ladies signed up with Impact Wrestling, this one I want to see beat up Disco. And and it's just amazing what has happened here. There's a lot of people I've left out on the list, apparently, so I do apologize. If there's anybody here, all my wrestling fans out there, all my fellow wrestling fans out there, I should say, if you guys believe you can check out my Impact list and WWE list on the two previous episodes. If I left out anybody, please feel free to comment that person's name and why you believe that individual should beat up Disco. I would love to hear your opinions on this, because I think it's funny. This is going to be great. All right. So I did leave out. I did try to get some honorable mentions, but I did leave out a lot of folks. So if you guys believe I left out a lot of folks, I know in this list I left off the entire team to Allure, Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, and Mandy Leon. They should be on this list. I left out the Women of Honor champion, Kelly Klein. She should be on this list, so I do apologize, however. So anybody that you know, please feel free to comment. Feel free to comment on this very, very funny but delicate subject. So here we go. Top 10 women's wrestlers that I want to see beat up Disco. It's from outside WWE and Impact Wrestling that have not signed with either major company. I know AEW is coming up soon. I may have left out a lot of people there too. This is crazy. It's a tough list to make here, Number 20, Thunder Rosa, now known as Serpentine and Women of Wrestling, WOW Superstars. She's a tough luchadora, and she held her own. Also has Cobra Moon in Lucha Underground, so we're going to see a lot of that. I like to see Thunder Rosa. Taylor Hendricks, she used to be in Ring of Honor, and she also wrestled when in my hometown, New Bedford, back then for the Whalen City Festival, with Top Rope Promotions, South Coast Championship Wrestling, or Yankee Pro Wrestling. And she's very good, but she's looking gorgeous, more gorgeous than ever. But she's deadly. She is deadly. I personally want to see her beat up Disco. Tennille Dashwood was part of Lifeblood and Ring of Honor. Heard that she's no longer with the company, but still, Tennille Dashwood, I like to see her rearrange Disco's face. Katie Forbes, aka Chloe Hertz from WOW Superstars as well, number 17. She might learn a thing or two from her boyfriend, RVD. And I'm sure Disco will probably make fun of her about all the surgery that has done to her and all that. And Katie Forbes will probably make him suck soup for a straw. Jacqueline did fight Disco Inferno. In fact, I think she beat Disco she did fight Disco back in the WCW days. I like to see that happen again. Jacqueline can WWE Hall of Famer. And number 15, former NWA Women's Champion Jazz. Should probably rip Disco's every body part of Disco right off. She is tough. Number 14, Trish Stratus. I can see Trish Stratus. She knows how to get into a guy's head. Any red-blooded male in the world will fall for Trish Stratus, but she knows how to sucker a guy in. Think about it. Disco signs with the WWE. Trish Stratus makes an appearance, seduces Disco, and then proceeds, asks him on a date or something like that, and then steps into a ring and proceeds to beat the heck out of him. I like to see that. All right, number 13, Ivelisse. She did have a tryout, the PC tryout with the WWE, but she was there before Sophia Cortez on NXT. We'll see what happens. And that's with Ivelisse. She held her own against guys in Lucha Underground, so I would not mind seeing her beat up Disco as well. Number 12, Holiday. She's a woman. She is a lady who can play mind games with the war paint on, the makeup, and everything else. She probably scared Disco half to death. I'd love to see that. Number 11, Lufisto. She was one half of Team Pog with current Impact Knockout Jordan Grace. I could see Lufisto rearrange Disco's face in and beat him up to the point where Disco's taken out on a stretcher. All right, number 10, ODB. Need I say more about ODB? She can hold her own against guys. She'd probably beat the stuffing out of Disco and probably drink beer from a bottle and smash it over Disco's head. I would love to see that. Number 9, another woman of power, Jessica Havoc. She's the current, and she's also the girlfriend of Sami Callihan. I would not be surprised if Sami Callihan gave her a few tips and said, "Hey, OVE rules match." Jessica Havoc versus Disco in an OVE rules matchup. If Jessica signed, I heard rumors that she signed on with Impact Wrestling and probably beat the crap out of Disco. I want to see that if that's the case. All right. Number 8, the new NWA Women's Champion Allison Kay, a.k.a. Sienna. She's powerful enough. Pinky's up on this one. She'll probably rearrange Disco's face. Number 7, another Mae Young Classic participant, Mercedes Martinez. She held her own against Tessa Blanchard in a 75-minute matchup. That's like an hour and 15 minutes, I believe. So if that's the case, Disco, you're in trouble, my friend. All right. Number 6, Melissa Anderson, a.k.a. Cheerleader Melissa. She can wrestle, she can go, she can fight, she can do anything. All right. Number 5, Lita. Hey, she's not afraid to step in the ring of Heath Slater. She'd be Heath Slater, but she had some help, but still. I wouldn't mind if Lita decided to make a no disqualification, no count out matchup. Makes a little phone call to Bradshaw Farouk. Have him beat the snot out of Disco. Do the moonsault. Pin. 1, 2, 3. All right. Number 4, Camille. Camille is the girlfriend of Braun Strowman. Plus, she's the enforcer for Nicole Aldis, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And I'll tell you one thing. If she's the bodyguard of Nick Aldis, Disco Inferno, I dare you to challenge Aldis for the NWA title. I dare you. And I want to see Camille rearrange her face, and that's what I want to see, Disco. All right. Number 3, Maria Manic. Her viciousness is the reason why she's off Twitter. Twitter's afraid to put her back on. Twitter is a bunch of cowards for kicking out Maria Manic, not understanding the difference between a character or a real life. Twitter is so stupid sometimes. Reinstate Maria Manic on Twitter, for God's sakes. You stupid idiots. Not only that, she can kill Disco. But, she's been through hardcore matches with her ex-boyfriend Schlack. And let me tell you something. If she can survive all that, she can easily, and I mean easily, rearrange Disco's face, smash him in the head with a few light tubes, and Disco will regret the day he's ever disrespected women. Number 2, Victoria, a.k.a. Lisa Marie Verone. My personal opinion, before she retires, if she wants to beat up a guy, send her back to Impact as Tara and have her rearrange Disco's face. My personal opinion, Disco will be a dead man. And the number one woman wrestler that I want to see beat up Disco, Melina. Melina is vicious. Melina is mean sometimes. She's really nice and sweet outside the ring. When she's in that ring and the bell's on, she goes and she gets in that Hellcat mode. Forget it. And if I were Disco, I wouldn't be, I could see Melina mesmerize Disco with her ring entrance move, and then all of a sudden bell rings, she knocks him, cold cocks him, beats him up so bad to the plate, and she'd be doing that primal scream of hers, and Disco will be screaming, Mommy! 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 I'm sorry that I disrespected all the women! Please! I won't do it again! Mommy! 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 Glenn Gilberti, a.k.a. Disco Inferno, you, my friend, are in trouble. And with all these, and I'm hoping that all these ladies somehow get their hands on you, that's for sure. And then afterwards, they'll tell you to make them a sandwich. That's for sure. All right. Those are my top 20 lists. Like I said, if I missed anybody on the list, please don't hesitate to comment on this video. Do not freaking hesitate to comment on this video. Tell me what ladies I left out. Tell me why you like to see them beat up on Disco. That's all. I know there's a lot of Disco Inferno haters out there. You got to sign up. You got to comment on it. You got to. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Time to now hashtag. You know what? Don't hesitate if you want to use the hashtag beat up Disco. That's fine. So, like I said, here are the top 10 women's wrestlers outside of Impact and WWE that I want to see beat up on Disco. All right. That's it. So that's all the time we have on this show. God's blessings to each and every one of you. Light, laughter, and love to each and every one of you. And light from the Lord himself. And from me to you. Catch you on the flip side. And remember, pay attention. You just might learn something. Episode 242 complete. I will see you on episode 243. Let's see, what do I got to talk about here? I talked about Money in the Bank. I have left top 10 favorite cartoons of the 80s. That's coming up soon. Top 10 favorite game shows of all time. My personal favorites. Already talked about Celebrity Death. And the Super Mario Maker 2 Nintendo Direct thoughts. I'm going to get on that. All right? So I'll see you guys later. You have a wonderful day. Episode 242 complete. God bless. See ya.